Your most productive year probably wasn't the one when you were the most disciplined. It was the one where the right people were around you. The modern world is breaking around many patterns. One of these was something that we believed in for decades. Big hierarchical structures are known for being very stable. They are rarely crashing. And still, we're in the epoch where things are changing and they will be crashing. This happens due to one misconfiguration that modern world cannot tolerate anymore. All decisions and ideas have to flow top and later get back to the bottom of the hierarchy. People at the bottom of the hierarchy lacks ownership. Often they lack permission to make a decision. It's risky. People on the top are overwhelmed because making the right decision is not the only thing they need to do. They have to play a game and convince everybody around that they know this is the right decision. It consumes a lot of energy. It costs. So it leaves less space for making the decisions, less space for growth, and less space for moving on with the world and with the market. And people in the middle, well, there are tons of them. Some are there to avoid everyday's burden. Some stays there to protect their ego. And others are hoping to change the world one day. And still they lack resources. So what do? We try to go individual. Everyone who wants to change the world in software development area is trying to build on their own. We have a specific name for that, pet projects. And there are many pet projects that actually change the world, at least impact it a lot. And that's a great thing. However, not everyone is lucky enough to be among the lists of those lucky projects. We believe in 10x engineers, a mythical guy who can come and solve all the problems alone, faster and better than the entire team. And it has the downsides as well. Because you see, if you have a team of 10x engineers, let's say you need just 3 of them. Take one from the team, let's say they leave. Take second one for the sick leave. And then the third one needs vacation. That's it, your business stopped. You are moving at 0x. Not 10x, not 30x, 0. And that's the scalability problem. Not only the scalability, but actually the continuity problem. And it happens every time we are going solo. Person might burn out, get sick, get tired, refocus. A lot of things might happen. We are not in full control of our days and lives, nor in short term, nor long term. On the other hand, being an individual or a very small team gives us a clear benefit, being faster. Today we can use this technology, tomorrow we can learn another one, and next week everything is done by AI. Yeah, that's what we are dreaming about. Kinda. But actually not. So what happens when we go alone? Well, first of all, as a people, we were never intended to be alone. We are programmed, we are designed to be a part of the pack, tribe, group of people who can rely on each other, who can communicate and sharpen each other. I was thinking about replacing the team or pack or tribe with AI for a while. And that while was long enough to understand that this is not the thing that I want. And when I started to dig deeper, I understood that this is possibly the thing that no humans are willing to do. It's nice to be an individual, a unique person. But when there is nobody around us, there is no such a thing like being unique. There is loneliness, there is void, nobody there. I bet every builder who achieved anything, every human being who learned and achieved any goal, any meaningful goal, knows that there are stages. When we get silent, when we close the door, and we do what we have to do. But that's just the stage. It's not sustainable, it's not scalable, it's not meant to be done for a long time. We risk to degrade, not evolve. If the goal is money, there is a high chance there will be no money from such type of activity. Because money comes from people. And without them, whatever we build, we can be 100x engineers building at enormous speed. If nobody needs that, it has no sense, it has no value. If it's just our ego. AI can amplify our output, but it cannot replace a team. It cannot replace real people who can think, and most important, who can feel. Machine cannot replace that. So what shall we do? If going big is not an option, it means being too rigid and being unable to react timely based on the changes that happens around. And going solo is too fragile. What shall we do? The right environment is the answer. And the question is how to design that environment, where proper questions are asked without being asked, where ideas are flowing and evolving, where discussion matters and results are not ticks on the table. That's the place where the shift shall happen. And we need to find a way how to match the energy flow, a full cycle environment that can both enlighten and help people to build and grow, at the same time being successful enough to survive. Not a group of hobbyists, but a group of people who moves forward, who is able to amplify their effort, gather the resources, earn the resources, invest, reinvest, and after all, change the world. So corpus are not working this time. We need them. Don't get me wrong. We still need them. They're supporting the like stable things that we need, and they have to keep running. Individuals are also great. It's our curiosity. It's the way how we learn. But in long term, well, a group of people connected and working together and forming the environment, a part of belonging, seems to be the answer. You see, most communities exist for belonging, and it's important for us to belong. But belonging is not enough to build, to create, to change. It's an ego game. But being within the right environment actually motivates us to make actions. So this belonging becomes actionable. And this is what really matters. These are the considerations, the limitations of the existing forms, and the curiosity to build and find a new form of cooperation, where people don't have to push each other to get the result, where people at the same time can rely on each other to get helped to get to the result. This might sound a bit idealistical, but I bet this is the right moment to try. IT and software development especially was never the same as everything else. It's so easy to own the resources that are needed to build software. It was always this way, almost always. Hardware prices were lower and higher, but these days it's absolutely possible to own this. Now we're in the next phase, AI augmented development. Well, yeah, we need some external resources, we have to pay for them for now. But things are changing there as well. And practically, we can delegate creating of entire systems. And these are working until one moment, 1 second, where something goes wrong, uncontrollably, often unnoticed by the operator. And what's the value when the end result is completely broken? If it's unsecure, there is no point in that result. There is no value. It's like, oh yeah, I have a nice door, but I cannot open it, or I cannot close it. So what's the point of having such type of door? So we're still owning our knowledge, our ideas. And now this matters. We are less limited with our physical timeline here. We can amplify, we can speed up the implementation, the code typing part. We can rely on bigger building blocks. We've been starting with low-level languages that required some deep knowledge and hours of doing simple things. Then we invented high-level languages. Then we started to share libraries, then frameworks. So my idea is here that AI is the next step after the framework. Not shipping modules as a code as a port, but shipping ideas or concepts as a ports. The more standards we have, the better. And we end up asking AI to put all these blocks together, done the right way. And in order to achieve that, we need to make sure that these building blocks are something we can rely on. Everything we have built, well, it's great we have done that. All the frameworks or all the languages, everything like that. We've been learning, we've been evolving, and now it's time to evolve further. And building blocks might become more abstract and bigger, like taking physically more space or filling more space of the project. But it's still us who are building, because it's only us who can make final decision and who can take responsibility. Considering all this, I built Asperadastra, a community for builders, where people who want to build and people who are building can gather together, can exchange their ideas and results, can learn from each other, can support each other. And what matters, people care. And earning money is a nice side effect of following the great and unique path each of us has in front of us. Enthusiastic approach to software building cannot be replaced with AI. It can be augmented, it can be improved a lot, it can be sped up. That's all we have. That's all we ever had. All the best and nicest software was built by people who were enthusiastic, people who were in love with what they do. And we should keep it. We must keep doing what we love. Instead of sharing the pieces of code, we can share the concept. We just need to find the right form that would connect our abstract thinking with AI. And our abstract thinking is the problem here right now. We cannot process all the information with this space at the current speed that AI can. On the other hand, we still cannot rely on the AI's results solely. So, inputs, instructions, and results are disconnected. We have to find a way how to bring it all together again. Otherwise, we end up in the world that is full of magic. Nobody knows why and how it works, and we believe it's a curse, not the tool. I don't want such a future. If you want to build, if you want to move together, if this resonates, go and join the Asperadastra. Find the link in description. Thank you for watching. Good luck.